Hello guys, so we are going to see how to make this model, this building in Rhino 3D. And the name of the building is City Theatre, which is located in Tehran, Iran. So let's go into the video. So before working, I'm just checking the units. So the units is already in meter. Okay, fine, because I'm going to work on meters. So I'm using polygon command. So it's asking for center of the polygon, so I'm giving 0, 0. And actually I need the polygon should be inscribed, but it's circumscribed, so I'm just changing to inscribed. So the polygon is changed to inscribed. Now I need the sides to be 30, so I'm just clicking number sides and giving a value of 30. And it's asking for the second corner, that is the radius of the polygon, so I'm giving 5 meters as radius of the polygon and placing it. Now I'm using offset command to offset the polygon outside with a value of 0.73 meters. So next I'm going to draw a circle inside the polygon. So the center, it's asking for center of the circle, and I'm giving 0, 0 as the value. So and the radius of the circle is 4.4. So next I am using line command, and I am drawing a line from this point. So it's like a edge of a polygon side to another edge of the polygon side. So now I'm using line command again, and I'm drawing in this axis and giving a value of 0.04. So again I'm drawing in this axis with a value of 0.04. Sorry. So I'm drawing a line in this axis with a value of 0.04. So I'm just placing it. Now I am joining both the lines. So I am selecting all the 4 lines and using Ctrl J, which is a command for join, and I'm going to use extrude curve. So the extrusion has a height of 3 meters. So the extrusion has been done. So next I'm going to use wireframe command, extract wireframe. So the wireframe of the solid has been extracted, so I am deleting the solid, and I am also deleting the unnecessary lines in the extracted wireframe which we won't use. So I just deleted the lines. Now I'm using copy command to copy this line in this axis with a value of 0.07, and I'm doing the same for this line also, copy command, and I'm copying in this axis with a value of 0.07. So the line has been drawn, so I'm just adding this line. So now I am selecting the upper part of the line and using show control points. So I need the control points to be visible, and I am selecting this control point. I am dragging the gumball to below 0.3 meters as the value. So in this I am selecting these 2 points and I am pressing Alt and dragging, which makes a copy, and giving a value of 0.15. So I am just selecting again these 2 points and pressing Alt and dragging down and giving a value of 0.3. So I'll get a pattern like this. I'm just deleting the center lines. So now I'm unhiding the lines which I had hidden before, and I'm just exploding all these 3. So I'm just trimming these 2 lines by selecting them and using trim command. The same way for these 2 lines. So you should trim one by one, because in Rhino the trim command acts like Rhino. The trim command will work if the lines are visually contact, and as well as it will trim the line when the lines are visually contact. So we should be careful while using this trim command. So only I'm just selecting these 2 lines and trimming one by one. So I'm using trim command. So I'm just trimming these two lines. So I'm using fillet command. So I'm just filleting these two lines. Again using fillet command. So I'm just filleting these two lines. So now I'm selecting this lines, and now I'm using Ctrl J command to join the selected lines, and I'm going to do planar surface to create a surface for the wireframe which we selected. So planar surface command is used to create a surface in irregular shapes. So I'm doing the same procedure for this command. So I'm just joining these lines. Ctrl J, and now I'm going to use planar surface again. So next I'm going to use swipe to. I'm giving the first rail as the first curve and the second rail as the back surface. So it's asking for the cross section. So I'm just selecting this line as cross section. So I got a solid finish. So I'm just selecting all the three surfaces which have been formed and using Ctrl J. So which will fortunately create me a solid. So I'm using mirror command. I'm mirroring. So now I'm going to use polar array. So it's before going into polar array, I'm going to draw a line to identify the center when I'm using polar array. So it will ask the center. So for that purpose I'm drawing this line. So it's asking to select the object. So as I said before, it's asking for center of the polar array. I'm giving this as center, and number of items is 30 because the number of polygon sides is 30, and it's asking for the angle. I want a full rotation, so I'm giving 360. So it's giving a preview. I'm okay with it. So I'm pressing enter again. So I got the outer surface shape. So now I'm going to extrude the inner circle to this point. I'm using shift and control. Sorry, I'm pressing shift and control. I'm selecting the edge and using extrude curve command. So I'm placing this snapping. I'm just tapping the extrude distance to this, and now I'm using line command. So this line will act as a reference when I do a scaling. So I'm pressing shift and control to select the edge of the solid. So I'm using scale command. So when I'm done with my scaling, you can see that. So we'll get a smooth finish. Oh, we'll get a smooth inclined finish. Then now I'm again selecting shift control. Now I'm just again pressing shift control and selecting the edge. Now I'm using extrude curve command. So we got the model. So I'm just using extrude command to create a base surface. So now the model is been done within 10 minutes. So just save comments about this tutorial, and thank you for watching the video. Tata, bye bye.